All right, I'm at level 6. It took me a little while of basically fending off monsters, but I got it. So now I can head back over toward here, which I believe is where the temple is. Yep, just like right over here. And so now I can use a Luck of the Sea. Now, it doesn't have Unbreaking on it or Mending, but okay. That's conveniently timed and placed. Awesome. So, okay, let me get out of here real quick. Got to reevaluate the situation. Fly from over above. Right, okay. And there we go. All right, so now I'm back over here. Yep, there it is. All right, so this and this. Bam. There we go. So now I can basically almost kind of fish from like somewhere up here if I really wanted to. Probably it's a little bit too far, but like maybe something like up here. I don't know. So what I'm looking for, what I'm doing Luck of the Sea over here. Luck of the Sea basically makes it so you get super rare items when you have a fishing rod and when you're fishing out of the ocean. So if I take some of this stuff over here, you might say, Brian, oh, you're polluting the ocean by doing this right here. This is not polluting the ocean because the stuff is going to despawn eventually. So because I'm chucking this stuff here does not make it so I'm doing the thing that I shouldn't be doing. I'm thinking actually this island right over here, you see that little island? This right here basically acts as a perfect spot, literally a perfect spot, because I can just toss a torch right here. Nothing is going to come and get me besides maybe a zombie from the ocean, maybe. But even then, no creepers are going to spawn. No skeleton can shoot me. The anvil's right over there. This is perfect. So what you want to do when you're fishing is basically wait for a little fishy to pop up out of here, which should be any second now. You'll see bubbles start to approach just like that. You pull it in and boom. First thing I got was a water bottle down here. Do I need a water bottle? Absolutely not. Not a chance in any universe or multiverse that I actually need a water bottle. I should actually make use of this shulker box real quick because I have it. Why don't I put all this stuff that I don't necessarily need in here instead of being super cluttered like this, all right? So the gold and whatnot is perfect for ingots if I really need it. The fireworks, obviously, gonna need when I travel away. The netherite chest piece I'm gonna keep on me just for the sake of it there, but yeah. I'm gonna basically rinse and repeat this process until the end of time, I guess, until I find either something really good that I can use on my equipment itself, or I don't know, it gets close to breaking. I'm going to toss mending on this thing, and then I'll basically have a Luck of the Sea fishing rod until the end of time. So every time that I fish something, not only am I gaining experience, but then gaining good loot and all sorts of other things. And then eventually I'll find a way to make a underwater, see a little fishy right there, and boink, there we go. And there's a fishy business advancement, I should say, that's unlocked. There's a certain level of water that needs to be present in order for me to actually fish. So clearly I'm in an ocean. This works. But you can have it in a very, very relatively small area to fish in. And by having mending on this, Luck of the Sea, Unbreaking, you're basically good to go. You can not only fish actual fish out of here, compasses, maps, saddles, and most importantly, enchanted books or other fishing rods that have other advancements on them as well. So now I got a raw cod over here. I have a raw salmon. So all sorts of things. And if you remember from the Bob SMP, yes, I did get some crazy stuff. I don't know if the enchantments and whatnot have changed, but we'll see. So I'll do this for a little while, and if I catch anything spicy, I'll let you know. I've never seen dolphins jump up out of the water in Minecraft. And in real life, to be fair. Not in person or in videos or anything. I've never seen that. I don't know why. It must have always been there, but I've never had it happen. I haven't found anything interesting either. I was just sipping on a Diet Coke and that's it. So I'm still going. Power 4. Not bad. That's something. So I was sitting here for probably another 3 minutes after when I last talked to you here. So there's a 11% chance, 16% chance of it being a piece of treasure, which treasure is constituted as, I think, a bow, a name tag, a couple different things. And then within all those possibilities, there's other smaller denominations for the books and whatever else. So yeah, that was just lucky. So power 4 and then more COD. So see how long it lasts. You know what the smarter thing to do is to go back home and make a bunch of these fishing rods, combine it with lure so that way it goes quicker, and then mending. Okay. You need to calm down. Get out of here. So that's what I'm going to do. Instead, I'm just going to go back because I have full health on that. Might as well. So yeah, I'm going to grab the anvil over here. Not that I need the anvil, but like, you know, just for the sake of having it here, you know? That's the only other valuable thing I need out of here. Then yoink, and then I'm gone, baby. And I'm gone. So I'm going to head back home and do exactly what I just told you I'm going to do. All right? Sound good? Good. Back home, just as I said, and this is the modified entrance over here. Well, that was a nice little collision right there, but if I died, that would have been okay, because I could just zoom on through right down here. I gotta trim these down eventually. Actually, you know what? Can I do that right now? What if I do this? What if I go over here? I'm gonna heal up first, but I want to destroy all these vines because they're just gonna get in the way. So hold shift, do this, and do... Actually, I have to trim all these? Wow, all right. I thought this would be a much easier process, but no, all right. Oh, there we go. There's one. Oh, I got to trim it like right down there. All right, and then do this, basically. Yep, and then all the way down like that. There we go. So obviously that did a lot more damage to me, but, you know, that way it's not going to get compromised in the eventual transportation of the villagers, you know? So I'm going to make a whole bunch of these fishing rods, just as I literally told you. All it takes is a couple more sticks, which I believe I have. I mean, obviously somewhere around here, right? I can just get a bunch of wood around here and then make the fishing rods and, you know, see what happens. I'll combine them and maybe I'll get some spicy hotness. Maybe I won't, you know? I forgot bamboo actually makes sticks. I always forget that for some reason, but it does work. So let's take all this stuff and bring it down to the Enderman spot. What's beautiful is now that I have these over here, I can just yoink, do this, and I should be able to find the portal right over here. Yeah, close. Oh, it's so close. I thought it was right here. Is it down more? Hold on, wait. Is it right here? Where's the portal? I thought it was relatively easy to find. So I clearly crafted, you know, I found that little way to like get there super easily from the portal, which is super fine. But I thought I could find it a little more easily down toward this way. No. All right. Well, I was totally wrong. I was 100% wrong. All right. So from the portal right here, right? I go all the way down toward this way. And then hold on. It should be right over toward here, right? Down this way, right here. Oh, all right. I guess not quite. All right. Down here. Yeah, I thought it was a bit more of an open area. I guess not. All right. So if I just do this and then yoink, okay. Yeah, it's definitely a wide open area. I'm going to have some sort of indicators around here, actually. Torches, because they don't spawn naturally. This will allow me to figure out, you know, where exactly to land. Approximately relative area, you know? There we go. All right. I'll get to the Enderman farm and we'll see what happens. All right, let's give it a shot. I'm at level 33. If I put these... Well, let me grab these first over here. I have the shulker box. I gotta use it a little bit more often. First of all, definitely do not need this. Okay, or it's just gonna bounce actually through the floor. That's totally fine, too. Definitely do not need all these. I don't want anything potentially getting lost here. The Nautilus shell, definitely do not need. The anvil I can keep nearby. Technically, when this one breaks, it'll just fall, so that'll be perfect. Okay, so now that I got all this, I have, yeah, that's all I need for now. All right, so fishing rod here, unbreaking, right, okay. Well, I gotta put these in here. Unbreaking 3, not bad for the fishing rod, and then for this, the Luck of the Sea 2 and Lure 2. So these I can actually all combine, which is super cool. All right, so this, along with this, costs 9, beautiful. With Lure 2, it costs 23. Ouch, or 21 rather. So, I mean, that's not really a big deal now, is it? Because I can just do this a couple times, a couple sweeps here, and I'll be totally okay. So that's basically what you're looking for while you're doing this, is you're trying to enchant them as much as you possibly can. Now, I could enchant a bunch of books and do it that way, but doing this with the fishing rods makes it so there's specifically fishing rod enchantments available that get onto it, which is more so what I really want. So that's cool. Luck of the Sea 3 is more so what I'm looking for, but for now, I'll just go with that. I mean, I could, but like, I also have these other fishing rods here. Let me get to level 36. 36. And that way I can enchant these other 3 and see what I can get. So I've been playing this game for like, how many days now? Technically, it's been 173 days in Minecraft. I still haven't made an ender chest the entire time. Like, this entire time, I've still not made an ender chest. And I feel like that's a very big oversight on my part that I should probably fix, like, right now. And I should put an ender chest over here. I should have one in the storage room, a couple places. I should have one in my house. I should have a bunch of different places. So after I do this, get to level 36, I want to see about making an ender chest here. So if I go over here, right? E and D. I can make an ender chest by doing this with obsidian and an eye of ender, which is totally easy. I can actually make gas. I can make 2 of those things here, these end crystals. And then basically, I can almost re-challenge the dragon again, which is kind of crazy. This is obviously a problem. Now, if I were a professional Minecraft player, I would fix this by not having these on the sides here. Luckily, the Enderman farm works fine, and I'm also just a little bit lazy that things like this don't matter in the big grand scheme of things. Like, I don't feel the desire to, like, needing to do this, you know? So instead, what I'm going to do is just ignore the problem and hope it goes away. So what I'm going to do first is grab these from up here instead of down there, just for the sake of it. I'm going to fly back to the Enderman farm, make the ender chest, and do it up that way. So luckily, yeah, having this durability pickaxe is totally fine. I need enough to make probably 4 or 5 ender chests, so it'll actually take me a hot second to mine all this stuff out. So, which means I need 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need probably like 40. Oh, that's a lot. All right, give me a second. Okay, so I forgot about the blaze powder, but like, you know, the concept is there. I'll make the ender chest eventually. So I'm going to be a little bit risky over here, which I probably shouldn't be, but whatever. I'm going to fly actually right in the middle like this. Boop, and go right through. See, it's a bit more of an express route of doing the thing that I wanted to do. All right, so I clearly need a few more of these little bits over here. I'm going to toss them all into here. Nope, not that one. This one, Unbreaking 3. That's what I've had before. This one here, Lure 2. That's exactly what I had before. Fishing rod over here. You know what? Instead of doing... No, wait, hold on. Actually, I should do this. Luck of the Sea 2, Unbreaking 3. So, okay. Same stuff as before, right? Luck of the Sea 2, Unbreaking 2. That makes Luck of the Sea 3, Unbreaking 3. That cost 18. Yowzers. All right, instead of doing this, where's the one with Unbreaking? That one is right over here. Yeah, so if I do this, right? Unbreaking Luck of the Sea 3. That's what I want, right? No, I already have that. I already have Luck of the Sea 3. Yeah. I'm good. There's nothing else I can do. Except... Yeah, that's it. All right, so... Can I make Luck of the Sea 4? No, that doesn't exist, actually. No, that totally does not exist, right? Yeah, it definitely does not exist. All right, so the only other things I could get are Lure. Oh, that's what I'm ignoring. Lure. Okay, Lure 2. And I can make Lure 3. Right here, right? Lure 3, Luck of the Sea 3. And then these 2 right here. That's the ultimate one. I need 22. So I'm going to do that real quick. You know what's funny about me doing all this is that while I'm too hyper fixated on getting my fishing rod enchanted, I totally forgot I don't have like all my gear over here enchanted. I totally forgot. So I need to get to level, like a much higher level, probably like, yeah, 36 again, basically. So while I was doing all this, I totally forgot that I don't have any of this stuff enchanted either. So I'm going to do that real quick before I continue developing up that fishing rod, because that's going to take up a whole bunch of levels in itself. So 1, 2, 3. All right, enchantment time, baby. What am I going to grab here? It's going to be Unbreaking 3, Fire Protection 3. Cool. Fire Protection 4, Unbreaking 3. You got it. And then for this one here, it's going to be Fire Protection 4, Aqua Affinity and unbreaking. All right, so lots of fire protection there. I like the sound of that. So now with all those combined, now I can take this. So Luck of the Sea 3, Unbreaking 3. Lure 3 is right there. So these two cost 28, but if I swap it around, it's 22 instead. So now, other than mending, that is the ultimate fishing rod I could possibly ever have, and such. These other ones are basically kind of sort of irrelevant. I don't really need these. But luckily, I had like 4 or 5, and there's only 2 left over. So these two here are probably identical, or they're close. Yeah, they are identical. They're just flipped around right there. So if I wanted to combine them, I could, but there's no point in me doing that. So, nice. That's pretty much that. I mean, I can go fishing again. I can get mending. I can get all the things I got to do, including but not limited to getting blaze powder. So, before I get out of here, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab a little bit more blaze powder, make the ender chests, and place them where I need to. Fun fact for you, you can do that. You can actually grab enemies and drag them toward you with the fishing rod, which is super cool. And something I don't really do that often. But I'm not going to try it on these zombie hoglins, the Huggy Wuggies over there. But you can do it. So that's very cool. So I got 8 Eyes of Ender. So this is a very easy process now, especially with the netherite sword that has the fortune on it. So I get more items when they drop. So these two right here, right? If I grab this... And then let's say, like, oh, I want to drag you over here, as a matter of fact. You can just yoink, and then pull them a little bit. At least, you know, better advantage point you have, the better off you're going to be. But, yep, I can grab these. They spawn 2 at a time, which is great. Even with the fire right here, it totally works out in my favor because I got fire protection. And now I have plenty of these. So, I mean, I might as well grab even more of them because I'm going to need them, I guess for, like, enchantments and stuff. Even though I'm not necessarily, like, a potions guy. Actually, that's what I meant. I meant potions, not enchantments. Potions are what I would need. So, I don't know. I never really bother with that stuff, but anyways. I'm actually losing a lot of health. That's weird. Oh, because I have the, I don't have this on here. There we go. So, fire protection certainly helps. And obviously, this being, you know, the largest piece of the netherite puzzle here, it makes it so... it prevents the most damage as well. There we go. So that's a good amount there. 8 blaze rods, which then translate into even more blaze powder right there. 16. So yeah, I'm going to fly back and make the chests. Very menial process here, but an important one nonetheless. Something I got to do in the next couple episodes here is I got to change where that ender portal is. Or nether portal, rather, because it's just a little bit too inconvenient for me where it's placed. But anyways, now I can make these ender chest 1, 2, 3, 4. It's actually the perfect amount that I need right now. So one's going to go here, and then this makes it so I have access to any of the materials inside of here at any given point ever, which is super... Nope, that's not what I wanted. And, important thing to note, you can't mine this thing up without having a silk touch pickaxe. So you need a silk touch pickaxe, which is exactly what I have right here. Mine it up with diamond and bada bang. If you try to use it with any other type of pickaxe, you're going to be dunzo, so don't do that. I'm going to place that along with some other rarer materials inside of here. Eventually, I'm going to have a bunch of fireworks and, like, whatever materials I'd basically need if I end up getting stranded, this is what I would want to have on hand at basically any given point, you know? An ender chest I'm also going to put probably right here for the sake of it. And then another one, I'll put another one right up here, you know, just to have it. And then this final one here is going to go at the Enderman farm. So, with that being said, I've done a lot of stuff. The next episode, I don't know what it's going to be. Maybe I'll do some more menial task work as I do other stuff. I don't know. We'll see where the wind takes me, but the wind's going to take you somewhere else for now. I want to thank you for listening, watching, tuning in, and meowing it out with me. As always, my name is KinectSkenny, the #1 Roblox player in the multiverse. Don't you ever forget it. I'm going to mine up this stuff here. Mine up this stuff down here, and maybe these villagers are going to find a home somewhere around here. I don't know. We'll see. But until then, bye.